Hi there, here we are with a MasterGMAT sentence correction question, and this one involves actually several error types, and of course if you want to give it a try, you may do so. Pause the recording, and when you're ready to listen to the explanations, unpause it and listen to the explanations. So go ahead and pause it now if you want to try the question yourself. Okay, welcome back. Well, first order of business is our work order. In our work order, what do? We actually look for between 0 and 2 grammatical errors in the underlined portion of the sentence. Now, the first thing we need to realize is when we're looking for mistakes, we need these kind of red flags and what we call at MasterGMAT stop signs. These stop signs basically make you really quick and efficient at spotting the errors because they're like little hints inside your head that tell you, oop, I've got to stop and look. I've got to stop and think about this. Am I testing the right things? So right away, over here in the underlined portion, we have a couple of stop signs. The most obvious one, of course, is by looking at the verb have, which is in the plural, we have to ask ourselves, of course, what is the subject of have? Now, it's ergonomics. That seems correct, does it not? You have an S over there and you have the have. However, be careful. This is a subject-verb agreement mistake. Ergonomics is actually singular. It's what we call a pseudo plural subject, or noun rather. And here it's acting as a subject, so it's absolutely wrong. So on the basis of that, we can already get rid of A, right? And we can get rid of C over here, which has the same error type at the very beginning. Do we have anything else that can help us out grammatically? Indeed we do. If you saw something about the possessive, then you're right on. So you have safety's importance. That is considered awkward as a possessive. Now why is that? I've gotten that question many times from students. Well, when we use the possessive with an apostrophe S, or S apostrophe, as opposed to of something, like an X of Y, that possessive has to basically relate to tangible or concrete nouns, not to abstract ones. Safety is an abstract noun, so it cannot work. Therefore, we can also get rid of any mistakes that contain that error, grammatical error as well. So, what have we gotten rid of? A. We've gotten rid of C, right? We still have that problem in B over here, right? Even though the original grammar subject-verb agreement mistake was fixed over here, we still have a problem with this. Look how easy it is to eliminate when you do this in a systematic manner in this way. Okay, so A, B, C, gone. Now, what else do we have? Well, we're left with D and E. They don't have the same mistakes, but pay attention to what changes. Always pay attention to the changes. Having now become. Now, ergonomics having now become an extremely, well, we have a bit of a problem here. While this does actually, get rid of the original errors, we have a bit of a problem. Why? Because the tense is absolutely wrong over here. We've changed basically from the V3, which represents the third form of the verb, right? If we go have by now become. So we have basically the present perfect verb, and there's no reason to change that into anything else. By using having become, we use basically the wrong form of present perfect. Absolutely wrong. So having now become, completely wrong. We can get rid of that right away. But what else do we have over here that's not correct? Let's take a look. Having now become an extremely popular specialization. When we do this, right, we get rid of an actual verb. Even if you don't know this little rule about the present perfect, we don't have a conjugated verb. This having is not a conjugated verb. Pay attention to the semicolon. Very important. When we have a semicolon, we must pay attention to the fact that both sides of the semicolon need to have full clauses, meaning subject and verb. Every subject has to have his verb. And in the first part, you actually don't have a conjugated verb. You have ergonomics having now become an extremely popular specialization. We're waiting for something else over here, right? A conjugated verb. The second part is fine. This can partially be understood as a reflection of the importance of workplace safety. Well, we clicked on that, right? You get your little explanation and you can see exactly what it says about the semicolon. Think of the semicolon as separating two full sentences. Each sentence needs a conjugated verb. Okay, and guess what? You get to try again, of course. We don't spoon feed you the answer. So we're left with E. Let's see that everything's okay over here. Has now become, so we fix the subject-verb agreement. The has actually agrees with ergonomics, which is in the singular, has now become an extremely popular specialization. Okay, we have a full clause or sentence before the semicolon. Everything else is okay on the other side of the semicolon. That should be the correct answer, and indeed it is. And of course, we give you the beautiful stop sign and the explanation. These little things you need to remember. These are your stop signs. This is how you get through the sentence correction in a speedy, effective, precise manner. Okay? So, until next time, see you.